Charles and Audrey would now like to read to you the final poem in James Davies' new collection, Plants. It's called Kate Bush. 1. You've got to wear something. Wit diagram goes Batchef. Podolsky sends you Valentine Buttress. Hamlet could be described as crack on eggs, if we were partial to Tammet. Honey needs you to be a horny housewife. You choose and we will give it back to you.
2. Come and have a look at my beach house. One day Michael Jackson and Kenevray did a talk at our school. It was the best day we'd ever had. A milky coffee first thing was the same as cannabis. I could have done the PowerPoint better had I been asked. If you mind map love then you get set. QTH Florida.
3. Roger Leho Funk was a bachelor's with his bag of mystery. By Joseph Booz of the Ann Units. These beavers all died 'cause of the drain leach. The Teletubbies were watching James Joyce. Big magic buses drive bumpily. Lion spread jam out. We clean curtains beautifully, but could get out. This splodge.
4. Was a courtesy card marked Carth. If you want a Pepsi, sit down. This is a secret preposition to a friend is a CEO. I was dared to do it on St. Patrick's Day. I got my Freely-Po ringtone today in a nice cardboard square.
5. Franz Klein in green. Instamatic. Mike Tyson eating Wheatos. Jizz/laugh/giraffe apogee shop pin powder. Collins is lifting an exciting new venture. Stephen Gerrard has admitted he is pleased to have pledged. Maybe ISHD wear a cowboy hat. Horny air stewardesses welcome you home. A film. Taxi driver fights with saw. Vicar 73 killed by a man in his church. Did someone round here say FUD? Did Johnny Depp own a mug?
6. Bernice has revealed how Terry sent her saucy emails. I lubed him up, then he lubed me up. More pussy than a toilet seat, says Penelope Cruz. More detritus than living outside the mini-mart, complains Linny Helson. Like the way it all was when I gobbed on it. Like when Harrison Ford was kicked by a horse.
7. Plays rock guitar at the Bowls Club. Offers liberalism in conservatism. She says it must be people over absolute elsewhere. The collage in the flange. While eggs were in the stars, and my tongue in his ear. It felt right. It was too long. She bakes cakes for the school fete.
8. Ginny Allspeed McCall the heap. Like Coleridge out of his suit. She organized the Easter duck race, and sent the money to a good place. She loved France, and modelled the farmer in Pickage out on Simonley. Someone's wife wants to meet you, and date you over an abbeitail. Farm girl wants to swing her dress around your ban, and then eat quiche.
9. 3-liter Mercedes-Benz. Wouldn't look finished dashboard with Rick Christenberg MP3. I bought milk from the store. Judy Mistra said stop pissing me off.
10. I went into the woods with her. Was culpable to the king's ums. I was filming Jolene. You can hear me munching a sandwich in the background. I hope to walk a dog with her. Watch sexually married ladies play Scrabble in the Cotswolds.
11. Young Woody shaft up to web design at great prices. Played softball in my victory briefs. Did you make the right move today? Do you like reading poetry? Yes, but I don't read a lot. The last thing I read was in 2019 by Berlin Van Duffy, The Day Lady Died, about some Queenie or some shit.
12. Read this if you're fat. Jumping seamlessly from academic papers to the offensive or the trivial. Begins with a concept or idea. Has a strange effect. Once you start to hypertext you can gain momentum. And this is checked against reality and adjusted step by step. Which seems unstoppable and unchallengeable, confuses maypole, bloomers and barbecued grouse with the carnivalesque, until a satisfactory match is found, leading you on a journey into the unknown, without pattern. Perhaps you could be my new best friend. How could anyone be so cruel as to be sick on a cat?
13. Blockstglobalization is done through bird watching. Their main memory is of the forwarding bodies. A compilation to stand in the sun. I have managed to use an oxymoron. Did Steve Archibald play for Dunfermline?
14. An ongoing firewall dispute in the middle of the cottage. This Thursday Scottish Shandy plays Herbie Hancock, whilst you look at Paul Clear's 2 jugs. Everything's an opportunity. There were restrictions. Tender love. A selection of hot and cold snacks. I told my mum he was well hung. Bumping into Andy McDowell in boots. Tim Atkins getting cash back. Hillary Clinton taking a bath.
15. A dark-haired woman draws me aside. Will you? I stare blankly. I pause for a moment. Where's my stuff? Where's the letters and the photos? Where's all my studded belts? My Thomas Hellman CD? I clear my throat. Do you think this will do? It won't do by itself.
16. I've met this man. Dieter his name was. He was into this stuff. He had emotional honesty, knew the inner workings. But how come now I've got this adultery whip? Do I whip him, or does he whip me? How do you give the woman you love one of your mediocre oil paintings? Should I make a fudge cake? Should I sew his name into his shorts? Should I do a Ouija board or on chairs?
17. There's something mystical about mountains unlike hot buns. Soya with 3-bean pasta. I got it from the web. I'm obsessed and can't control it. What the hell does cheap battered flank deal mean? The computer will create tweening. It was faulty. It was from weight raise. You can pay them.
18. With sections and everything. Did you look at my desk? Something called Unitoac. Boo semicolon you brought semicolon dogs. Rubbing her cheek against his face. Being surrounded by strangers at your own party. All I said on the phone was I felt a bit wood. If the sofa is worth 10 grand then the cushion M. Mum produces dog biscuits from her cardigan. Vesco gets you 3 for 2 on ketamine. Mum's twisting her beads on DR1 tonight. I had the same lips of. I take the DVD and stare at it. I like to get told off at work once in a while. It doesn't happen anymore. Says it should do in the brand leaflet.
19. Vidya Selman's to fix. Cindy be working at McTucky's. I can't get any closer to what I mean than by doing it, like a giant Yorkshire pudding filled with lamb chunks, like dog chunks. I taught the children how to dance in the garden. The lawn was covered in rose blossom. It's about what you. 3 join panels. Putting your ass in a canoe is a very pleasant, soothing end of the day. I can never get to the end of this, visually. A man was refused treatment to a dental hospital. An intervention on 16 tin panels.
20. This message seems to have got lost somewhere. It all started when I saw Carol Churchill's Top Girls at the Oldham Coliseum. Jennifer P. told me my check is still waiting. Stultification, which fruit machines of dry rot. Smoking cigarettes with Sylvia Plath by a dustbin in Cornwall. Talkie. I've always loved art ever since I drew that cauliflower. I loved writing about the great purges. Naruto I got spell checked. Profit in a box. Carrot meal. Nighty-night love. Before, I was Kirsty, legal assistant. I've always wanted to be an accountant. Fleece bunk. Top ridge. Imagine Darley and Warhol working together. I've imagined it.
Thank you for listening. We've been Charles.
And Audrey.
Reading James Davies.
Kate Bush.